everyone and welcome to the Music Jam. Coming up this week, an exclusive interview and live performance from London-based rock and roll band The Velvetines. Another exclusive interview with UK hip-hop and dubstep group Foreign Beggars. We will also be showing you one of their latest videos from their recent album The Uprising. Also coming up, the latest updates on Rage Against the Machine and Son of Kick. The Velvetines, whose members consist of lead singer Gina, Bernie on guitar, Arthur on bass and Leslie on the drums. Known for their catchy songs and sexy rock and roll style, the Velvetines have built up a strong following here in London. We joined the band at their gig in Camden and also had a chat with them backstage. Here's how it went down. How did you guys start out? When did you first get together?
Well, basically, my sister and myself, we've been playing for as long as we can remember, and then we came to the UK, about 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And we've been playing in a band for 5 years, 4 years.
About 6 years now, actually. It's,
Time
time
flies.
flies when you're having fun. So.
Yeah, we kind of started acoustic first, and then we got some boys together, and
But don't worry about them.
we're
Don't
the
worry about
founders.
the boys.
We're the Velvetines. They're amazing, but
No, we love them. Yeah.
So yeah.
Have much of a fan base back home?
We're building it. We're going to South Africa in March to do a mini tour of Cape Town. We got a few celebrations, lots of things going on in March.
But it will be our first performances in Cape Town. So
we've been building quite
really
a hype.
looking forward to it.
So it's really exciting, isn't it? We've been getting really good feedback from South Africa.
So do you guys have any funny stories or embarrassing memories from gigs that you've played at?
loads, like thousands.
I really couldn't even count it all with both my
I'll
hands.
tell you, I remember that one gig we did, it was in North London in some pub, and we decided to have a couple of drinks, and then we had some more drinks, and I probably had about 10 tequilas before we went on stage because we were early and we waited and we were really drunk, and by the time we got onto stage it was absolute disaster, all of us. Like, you know, you kind of think, yeah, I want to get on and be rock and roll and be so drunk, and we got up there and we just died a death, and that was pretty embarrassing.
That is why
because
we have
you don't feel cool afterwards. You feel pretty shit.
This is why we have the no drinking rule,
Which
except
she
for the lead
doesn't
singer.
adhere to.
The lead singer, because you know they all get pissed and they like. Whereas me, I'm like, strike a pose. There's nothing to it. So you know, I mean, you know, you either can pull it off, you know, with a few shots here and there. But my bandmates, on the other hand, they, you know, 4 years ago,
Professionals. We just, you know, we
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
drink. Yeah.
Professional. No, they're amazing. They're amazing.
I'm sorry about her. She
As
didn't
far
take
as
her pills
you
this
know,
morning.
I haven't actually. As far as playing an instrument, it requires much more. What's it called?
Concentration.
Oh Jesus, yes. Whereas you know, as far as I just gotta really feel it. You know, really give it. You know, educate, entertain the audience. Whereas them, it's like it's real hard.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
Concentration, yeah.
You know, and like the thing is, our fans, they can't help but want to buy our shots.
any idols or anyone that influences your music?
Paul Abdul.
Oh, you bitch. I mean, I think recently the Black Keys, it's all about the Black Keys, loving the Black Keys, big time. But, you know, generally it's the Rolling Stones, that's what I grew up with. And Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all the classics kind of thing.
Tina Turner, amazing.
Yeah, so.
Aretha Franklin, beautiful. I mean, it's quite a genre of like bluesy and rock. And that's where I think we've kind of fit it quite well, because she grew up with more, I think when my mom had her, it was more like Zeppelin and Stones, and then when I came along, it was more Aretha and Tina. You know, Gladys Knight, Tina. So I think we make an amazing combo between the two of us. She's got the rock. I feel like I got a bit of soul. You know, it's a good combo.
So if you could collaborate with anyone, who would you collaborate with?
That's a good question, actually. There's loads of people. But I think off the top of my head, if I could collaborate with Pearl Jam, I mean, if I could do anything with Pearl Jam or just have a jam with them, or, you know, just, yeah, I'm a big Pearl Jam fan, so anything with Eddie Vedder would just be amazing. It would be a dream come true. Yeah.
Okay, for me personally, at the moment, all I've been doing is Black Keys. I'm absolutely in love with them. From their first album to their most recent Brothers album, I would love to collaborate with the Black Keys.
So have you got any music coming out, new music?
We're actually working on an album at the moment. We're working with a producer, recording down in Brighton. So yeah, watch the space. That should be ready for 2013.
When are we going in the studio?
Later in the year, so around December time, we'll start our album. Probably take about 6 months, so it'll be ready by summer next year. Yeah.
And we've been confirmed on one festival already for June. It's called the Hog Festival. It's outside of Brighton. So really, it's grown quite a bit. The promoters contacted us and he's been chasing us to play for next year. It basically started out with 500. It's now a capacity of, well, they've sort of grown it to about 4,000. So, you know, it's a little intimate festival, but we've agreed to go on board. So that's in June. I don't have the confirmed date, but I know June is the month.
Yeah.
Okay, one to look out for.
We're looking to do some gigs abroad. We're basically looking at the moment to get some gigs in Paris. We've got a few, you know, scouts trying to get some gigs for us and things. So, you know, watch the space.
Every year gets better, you know. We always think, oh, can we top last year? Or, you know, can we top this year? And then, you know, I mean, like this year has been amazing. We've done some great gigs. We've headlined the 100th Club.
Amazing riffs.
Yeah, we've got some new songs and, you know, yeah, I mean, it would be a dream come true to do a tour next year. That's exactly what I'd love to do anyways, do a tour. So.
And you know what I'd love to do, or what I'd like to say, is that as my sister, she's the fucking most amazing guitarist I know. She's written over and over again the most amazing riffs that I've put some lyrics to, and I would not be an amazing singer if it wasn't for her.
We're the Velvetines, and you're watching the Music Jam. Woo!
Rage Against the Machine, the band who are known for expressing their strong political views on world issues and also known for beating the X Factor to Christmas #1 here in the UK back in 2009 with their hit single Killing in the Name. That's right, the legendary band have announced they are due to release a completely remastered version of their self-titled debut album. The album, named Rage Against the Machine XX, is due for release on November 27th. In other news, the very talented DJ and instrumentalist known for his impressive production style, yes, London-based Son of Kick has teamed up with Foreign Beggars and via a syndicate deliver us another great release named EOW. This 4-track single, which features remixes by Starkey and Noah D, as well as an instrumental track, is out now on Smog Records and is available to buy on all major online music retailers. Now for our recommended gig of the week, which is the Twins of Evil tour with American rockers Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie. After just touring in the US, the pair will be kicking off their European part of the tour at London's O2 Arena on November 26th. Definitely one to look out for. Next up is Orifice Volgatron, Metropolis and DJ No Names from Foreign Beggars. First forming back in 2002 and winning awards such as Best New Act at the 2004 UK Hip Hop Awards, being voted Best Group at the Lyric Pad Hip Hop Awards in 2005, also nominated for Best European Hip Hop Act in the 2010 Urban Music Awards. Foreign Beggars have made a huge impact on the UK hip hop and dubstep scene. With their unique mashup of hip hop and dance music and their creative style, the group have made their well-deserved mark on the music scene. We were very excited to have the boys join us for a quick chat. Let's have a look.
To my grill, run up in the jam so slick, came straight out of the field, hit to the boy like yo, can't see, hook me up one of them things, back 2 shots to the head, then I drop a 1 ice in the drink.
How's it going, guys?
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Good afternoon.
So tell us a bit about your band. How did you guys first get together?
We all came up on the rap circuit like a few years ago, and you know I went to university with No Names, and also ended up going to university with Orifice as well. But you know we just went to like a lot of the same parties and kind of hooked up just off the back of the rap thing, because you know we were all going to like the same kind of open mic nights and stuff, and used to see each other around. So I think when Orifice was looking to like fully form the band, he needed a DJ, and you know he hollered at James, and then you know I came on slightly later on at the tail end of Asylum Speakers, which is our first album.
Brilliant. So how did you come up with the name Foreign Beggars?
We were putting our first release, the 12 out, and there was actually this track called Nightbreed, a Jess track with Kalash the Koff and Kaiser on it, and there was this one line which just stuck in my head, just hearing, I mean it's actually the whole Kaiser verse was just in my head, and then he referred to Foreign Beggars in the verse one time, and it was just a really slightly controversial, edgy name. And like for example, like Dag Nabbit and myself, we're from Dubai, I'm from India, he's half Norwegian, half Scottish, born in Colombia, lived in Iraq, you know we're all from all over the place, so it's like it just seemed fitting in the fact that like we're all in London, we're all 4 of us aren't from London, but we're here, and it's kind of like the music which is kind of perpetuating our London existence, so it just seemed right, you know.
Your new album has just come out, The Uprising. Can you tell us a bit about that?
It's our first release on Mousetrap, and you know we're real happy that it's finally out. But yeah, we just got together with a bunch of like real dope producers from across the board, from like guys like Knife Party to like Alex Perez. We got Starkey on there, Millions Like Us featuring Tommy Lee, Burns, Blue Daisy, Kid Knievel. Just like, you know, we just kind of reached out to a whole bunch of people whose music we really liked, and you know, just tried to make something happen.
So how did you guys come up with the name The Uprising?
I just wanted to have like something positive, something that was like kind of, it was like, you know, it's kind of current. I wanted to kind of like summarize where we are and where we're coming. Like the last EP was called The Harder They Fall, so I wanted to have a little bit of a spin on that. So like now it's The Uprising, and I wanted to, it was kind of also in reference to like a lot of the things that are going on in the world, and I think just like the way that music is now, it's such a positive force, the way things come together, and I think like it's just like a rite of passage.
What would you say your music videos, like how does it reflect you guys?
Our music videos have come about through you know, people that we've come into contact with. For example, the the last one we did, Apex, was with some people that Ebo knew that he'd worked with before in one of his other projects.
On the music videos we've done recently, everybody wants to make me look like some crazy weirdo. And it's like, there's another one coming out now, like, I'm like strapped to like a chair and I'm like in a cell, and you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, typecast, dude.
yeah, I'm getting typecast as a psychopath, you know, like, but yeah, I think it's just kind of like, music videos are really important because it's another dimension for you to kind of get really creative and brand yourself and do something different and out the box and make it go the distance. It's cool now that most videos are viewed on the net as well, so you don't have to, you know, the censorship thing is kind of different, so you can be more creative and, you know, outgoing and outlandish with things as well. But there's a couple more new videos coming. Got a track with video with engineers that I'm in, and then there's another track that we've done with these guys called Tiger Monkey and Sway, the Sappho, which is coming out soon, which is a really interesting video. I'm really curious to see how that's gonna look. But yeah, I love making music videos, and then also a lot of the people that we've worked with, it's just been like, it's the same way that we make music really. It's just either people we really want to work with or just organic connections that come up and people that we meet on the road or through other artists, and yeah, it's just another creative outlet for us.
Should I abort this? But like Charlie Sheen, I feel I'm waiting. No one, I'll stay in space, and I'm flying to Mars. Whoa.
You guys influence quite a lot of people as well, I've noticed. Like, I've seen like new music come out, and I've like watched some of your like older videos.
Yeah.
And have you noticed that? Do you think you influence people?
We've always tried to like do things slightly differently. And I think in certain ways, like certain things that we've done, we've kind of done first, and then a lot of people kind of seen afterwards. Or we've worked with certain people that like after we worked with them, we noticed that like everyone else is hitting them up or whatever. But I think, you know, that's the beauty of it, you know. I mean, everyone takes influence from everyone else, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know, I think, and you know, if we have been an influence on people, then you know, I feel honoured to have been, you know, to have had that kind of impact on another artist's life.
I do notice that, you know, that we are maybe a little bit ahead of the curve on was the fact that we always embraced a big breadth of music in our show, and like, you know, the kind of music we represent was never just hip-hop music. And you know, nowadays that's what a lot of people are on. You know, kids don't want to just hit hip-hop or just dubstep.
You've collaborated with quite a few people, haven't you? Who would you say has been the most fun to collaborate with so far?
I'd say the energy. I mean, like, the noisy collabs are good. Sometimes, like, in the beginning, it was just like we just go in and it just bang, tracks would just come. Like, there was one track we were working on, which is like our first connection, which was to Split the Atom track, which never came out. But then after that, like, you know, we had like, it was kind of strenuous working on the same track, you know, like for several sessions on end, and you know, not really working out the way we wanted to. But then after that, we just had this blast where we recorded like 4 or 5 tracks, made them and recorded them from scratch in like a day and a half, which is like, even, you know, like No Holds Barred, Contact, Shake It, Soul Purge, all of those tracks, which just literally just went, just exploded out of nowhere. But I think we also have a very special connection with Alex Perez. I think just working with him in the studio, it's a really wicked energy, and we're all like, you know, just kind of, we just go in and something pops off within a couple of hours, and bang, we've got new music.
We about to get loose. I'm all in my head gone like, but I'ma draw 2 more sips of the goose. So who's on the 2s up pass? 2 last to the chest, no drool. Cause the brothers on the move, heading out of space, over licking that rocket fuel.
I'm like the opposite, man. I take ages to write a verse until it gets to the point where it's like, all right, you're taking too long, dude. You know what I mean? I've got to kind of just like get in them, you know, put it down. But yeah, I mean, everyone that we've worked with, you know, there's always like a special connection, and you can kind of tell that in the music. So, you know, yeah, it's just a lot of different flavors, but it is really nice when we actually get to meet an artist and work on a track in the studio all together, and that's a rare thing, and I think that's what makes the Noisier project so kind of special.
Yeah. I think one like on the flip side of that as well, is like meeting an artist and having a really good personal rapport with them, like becoming, you know, someone like DJ Vadim, for example, who's a friend of ours. So like when we meet each other, it's like we just have either doing shows, having a good time, or having fun. And there's a lot of respect for each other's music, but we might not be in the studio doing it together. But there's a back and forth, and like, because you have that personal relationship, it's really cool. So then, and even if you don't have a personal relationship, sometimes like Salva, Nasty, I don't even know what the dudes look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or for example, Excision. We've never met Excision before. We made a track with him, which is out. It's been out for 4 years now, whatever it is. And yeah, it's kind of, I mean, that it's when you have that personal connection with someone and you get to work with them, even if it's remote, it's a deep experience.
I feel like I'm in space. Should I abort this? But like Charlie Sheen, I feel I'm winning. Nowhere I'll stay in space, and I'm flying to Mars.
Wanted to, we were hollering at, I wanted to do something with Flosstradamus for this album, because you know, that blew my mind, that stuff, when we heard it first time. There's like all kinds of MCs. I mean, I want to do something with, like, I'd love to do something with MF Doom. At the same time, I would love to do something with Juicy J and Riff Raff. So I'm saying, so I want to do all kinds of things, you know. Like, I want to work with producers like Flying Lotus and stuff. But there's a new wave of kind of house music which is inspiring me to rhyme on it.
What kind of direction would you say your music is going at the moment?
We come from a hip-hop background, and I still consider us as a rap group because we rap, you know. But like, we kind of like, we've kind of decided to go on a slightly more electronic route, you know, and to try and we've always been open to like working with different genres of music, just because like we've listened to a lot of different kind of stuff.
There's another single that we've got coming out from the album, which is the Crep Pipe track, produced by Salva and Nasty Nasty. There's a nice little Mark 1 remix in the pipeline, and a couple of other ones that might be coming. Done a track that's out now actually with Black Sun Empire, which is called Dawn of a Dark Day, which is a nice drum and bass kind of thing. Done another drum and bass thing with TB and Calix, which is coming out on Ram Records. I think we actually have an album that we've been doing with Noisier as well, so it's kind of been a work in progress over like the 4 or 5 years that we've known each other, and the little bits of time that we've had to go over there and work in the studio. So that should be coming soon next year as well.
We also we've got a couple joints coming on Alex Perez's forthcoming album, and I mean, you know, we've been basically in the studio a lot, like just whenever we've been in town, just recording with like a whole bunch of, you know, our peers, and like, yeah, you're gonna see a whole bunch of that come out next year. Yeah,
there's another single coming out with it's on Smog Records, which is an LA-based dubstep label run by our manager Danny United out there in 12th Planet and Flinch, and it's produced by Son of Kick, and it's a Foreign Beggars and Virus Syndicate collab. We got a remix from Starkey, and there's another one from Noah D on there as well. And so interesting, like 1.5 something BPM. Like, is it dubstep? Is it grime? Is it? I don't even know what it is, man. It's interesting.
What kind of message do you think you guys send out to younger people through your music?
Mixed messages.
Mixed messages.
I think we try and do, I mean, you know, we do a lot of stuff with kids and charities and stuff. We feel strongly about giving back to, you know, I mean, I did a lot of DJ tutoring for underprivileged kids when I had a bit more time a few years ago. And in fact, this Thursday I'm doing a thing in Oxford. There's like a charity kind of night, you know, from the years of working on the youth circuit kind of thing. A lot of these kids are coming through now and putting on their own nights and stuff. So, you know, we're still involved with that kind of stuff.
Where can we buy your album then? Your album, The Uprising?
It's on Beatport, and it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, and there's 3 different versions of the album out there actually, with bonus tracks that you can only get in certain places. One of our favourite pieces of music related to this album is a remix done by this guy called Uzi, who we don't even know who he is. He's just this mysterious, like, new kind of EDM twist trap producer from, I don't even know where he's from. It's crazy, you know. And yeah, so that version is specifically available on Beatport only, but iTunes, Beatport, Spotify, and just check us out on you know, Facebook.com/Foreign Beggars, and Twitter Foreign Beggars, and foreignbeggars.com.
Yeah, www.foreignbeggars.com, and just, yeah, I mean, as long as you go online, and you know, we have a strong online presence, and you'll be able to find everything out there.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show. It's been wicked talking to you.
Yeah, what's up? This is Metropolis.
Orifice Vulgatron.
No names.
We are Foreign Beggars, and we're chilling out here on the Music Jam with the homegirl Sarah. Don't know.
That's it for today, but be sure to check out the Music Jam every Friday for more interviews and performances. You can also follow us on our social networking pages stated below to keep up to date with what's happening in the music scene, gig recommendations and great artists to listen to. We're now leaving you with the Get Your music video from the brilliant Velvetines.
I said dirty tricks, I need a fix to come again.